I'm going to need you folks to make more noise than you've made all night. For Evan Dubois!
Alrighty, guys. Wow. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys so much for coming out on a Saturday night in Toronto when most of you live fucking 2 hours away. Round of applause for yourselves for coming tonight. Thank you. I'm sorry I look like Ed Sheeran. I'm Ed Sheeran if the shape of you was a circle. More of a bread Sheeran, you know? A well-fed Sheeran, yeah. A little bit about me. My name is Evan Dubois, as you guys know. My middle name is Darren. Because my dad decided to put his name in my name, yeah. And then left. He looked at my birth certificate and went, Darren was here. Now, I did get to see my dad bi-weekly for my court-mandated dad time, which was nice. I got to see him every other weekend and every other name, yeah. And when I was 13, he took me to Shoppers to get condoms. I just wanted to play catch, you know? He takes me to Shoppers Drug Mart, I see this wall of condoms, and I see these glow-in-the-dark ones. And I'm like, ooh, maybe I'll finally be able to see my penis, right? So I grabbed those ones, I go to give them to my dad to pay for them, my dad's like, no, Evan, you have to pay for them. I was like, Dad, I can't do that. Lady behind the counter is very attractive. I look like the baby son from the Teletubbies, you know? But he made me go up, and I understand now, like, as an adult, why he made me go up by myself. Because if we'd gone up together to pay for those condoms, they'd have been like, this guy's totally gonna fuck that little ginger boy. So I got my condoms and went home and I put them on the shelf where they stayed for 2.5 years until they expired. Yeah. Heck yeah. I don't know if you've ever had condoms expire on you, big man. You said all the time? No shame. I like this man. Yeah, man, it's the biggest slap in the face though, right? When an inanimate object can tell you how disgusting you are. I had no idea they could expire in the first place. I went to my dad like, Dad, did you know that condoms could expire? He was like, how do you think you fucking got here? What? Now, as you guys can tell, I grew up with a stepdad. Anyone in here grew up with a stepdad? So sad. Yeah, man, me too. It's tough. I used to argue with my stepdad a lot. You argue with your stepdad, like, I assume? Yeah? Okay. Yeah, no, he used to call me a loser to try and get under my skin. And I would be like, yeah, Mom pays my rent too, you know? Yeah, no. I am grateful for all the stuff that he did for me though, because like if you think about it, humans are the only species on the planet that has step-parents. You know, like you never see like a bear, and then a bear cub, and then a third bear called Mike. Just like a polar bear, and then a baby polar bear, and then a black bear. I have to keep this back there. Oh. No, I obviously didn't have the best role models growing up in terms of how to treat women, so I'm happy to say that me and my fiancée have been together for 7 years. Yeah. Thanks, I didn't think I could do it either. And we went out for our anniversary recently to one of those restaurants that like cooks the food right in front of you. You know, Subway? I'm a romantic. And while we were there, she told me she wanted me to write a song for her. So. This song is about my fiance's ass. Okay. Are you doing laundry out on the town? 'Cause girl, that ass so fat, I can smell the bounce. That booty got so much crack, I don't know what you do to me. With that much crack, Ronald Reagan could destroy a black community. And I would sell my soul if I could get up in them cheeks. The cheeks so thick, I don't know if my penis is gonna reach. Okay, like if God cried tears of joy, you know that booty heaven sent. And if I called you a butt face, will that be a compliment? You're welcome. Okay, I can't handle this much booty. There's way too much rum. Is that a homeless man wrapped around your waist? 'Cause I see a big fat bum. Booty that I can take, and so much ass it makes me sick. When you give that ass a shake, yeah, you know that shake be triple thick McDonald's. When we do doggy style, it makes my ego inflate 'cause that booty don't just clap, oh snap, it gives a standing ovation. Wants to dump me because I wrote this song. She gonna have to sue me, even though a pirate searched their whole damn lives for an ex with this much booty. I'm in the middle of those cheeks. Yeah, motherfuckers, they call me Malcolm. I wrote this record about that booty. I called this my album. Like a cigarette, I was addicted from the taste. Except I don't put your butt in an ashtray. I put it on my fat face. This is the part of the song where I get you guys to lay down a beat for me and clap along if that's alright. Hell yeah. That's what her butt sounds like. It was just for that joke. You can stop clapping. It's okay. You know that booty so fat, someone help me breathe. I need a better view, so I drop to my knees. I put my hands up, grab a piece of that cake, then I close my eyes, and she farts in my mouth. Yummy! When you shake what your mama gave ya, send an earthquake to all of the haters. You got an ass that is so hot that I call a 1-800-MIX-A-LOT. Baby got that. It's like our booty's haunting the room. Oh man. No, we've been together for a while now. We recently started discussing our medical histories. I found out that dementia runs in Steph's family. I was very upset about that at first, and then I realized I'm obese, you know? I'm not gonna be around long enough for that to be my issue. And she came up to me, she was like, what about me then? I'll be sad. And I was like, you won't remember. You don't. I did get to bring her home for Christmas for the first time a few years back, which is fun. She got to see how weird my family was. I had people visiting from Australia, and my little cousin Ainsley put a tampon on the Christmas tree. A fresh one. Fresh out the box and not that kind of box, okay? Yeah, man. And she put it on the Christmas tree. My mom saw her put it on the Christmas tree, and she goes, Ainsley, why do you think that's a Christmas ornament? And she goes, there's a little string on it to hang it on the tree. And Mom goes, well, you could have at least decorated the tampon first, you know? And I went, Mom, it's Christmas. Do we really want a red and green tampon on the Christmas tree? But you know, she thought it was adorable. She's elected to hang up this tampon every year. as a family tradition, which I think is fun, you know? It makes Christmas the most wonderful time of the month. And I think it beautifully symbolizes how the Virgin Mary missed hers. Yeah. Do we have any married couples in tonight? Yeah? How long have you guys been married for? Oh my God! Too long, buddy! What are you?
28 years.
That is too long. Round of applause. Wow. All right, well, this poem is dedicated to you guys in your 28 years of marriage, okay? It's about marriage and what I know about it. I'm 25, okay. Together, forever, a prolonged endeavor in which two hearts shall never be severed, an endless love letter, and a love with no measure, and a stepkid named Heather who's a fucking bitch. That's the whole poem. Usually when a comedian brings her book up like this, the joke is that it's been empty the whole time, but I drew a giant penis with wings on it. Thank you. Thank you. Here comes the airplane. I just wanted to see if you'd open your mouth. Oh man. Okay. I want to gauge through. How many single people do we have in here? I'm doing a lot of relationship stuff. Okay, cool. All right. This one is for you guys. There's a lot of call and response, so if you could please participate, or I'll cry tonight. This first part of the song is for the single men in the crowd. Alright, single men, get those two in the pinkers, one in the stinkers in the air. Yeah. Single men out on the prowl, making ladies wet. Go get them a towel, they're here to play. Dressed to fight, with a Bass Pro hat and a pocket knife. Single men on the hunt tonight, looking for a lady who is tight-tied. Looking for a lady who just might not complain that he doesn't have a job. All the single ladies say yeah. Do that one more time, say yeah. Nice. Now all the single men leer creepily at those chicks that just said yeah. You're fucking welcome. This next part of the song is for the single ladies in the crowd. Ladies, let me hear you scream if you think that men are pigs. That's why you're single. Phone dings. It's your horoscope, your phone dings. It's your dad with a joke, a bunch of comments all up on all your Instagram posts, and not a single one says that they love you. Okay. Trust a guy and bring him home. You throw him on the bed, take off all his clothes. It's getting hot and heavy, so you bring him in close, and that's when you find out that dick smell gross. But that's not something you can just like tell a guy. But being single is a test when you can't tell who suits you best. Being single ain't the bomb when no one loves you except your mom. Single people get all the hate, but being single can be great. You have to learn to love yourself, 'cause who else is gonna? The end. You guys are fun. Fun fact about me, when I was 19, I lived in my car. Don't feel bad, I always wanted a race car bed. If you look at it that way, I'm a winner. When I lived in my car, I weighed 300 pounds. Thought I'd lose weight being poor. Turns out it's crazy the pounds you put on when you park your house at McDonald's. I remember I was going through the drive-thru one time with one of my friends, and he was calling me fat, and I'm like, I'm not fucking fat. And we pulled up to the window, and the lady went, Evan! Good to see you again! Saying I'm not fat and getting recognized in a fucking McDonald's drive-thru is like saying I'm not racist and getting recognized in a Bass Pro. I think the worst part about living in your car is finding out that you don't need a bed to get bed bugs. You can skip the bed part. Straight up catch bugs! And when that happens, you might as well just chuck your car right in the trash. You know, you can't exactly call an exterminator to a Honda Civic. The dude's like, what's the address? I'm like, you mean license plate number? No, it doesn't seem like it's going to get any better for people our age either, you know. I was reading in the Canadian Mortgage and Housing Fund, it says we need 6 million new homes to tackle the affordability crisis. You know, we're on track to hit 2.3. We asked for 6, and we're getting 2.3. That's just like when God made my penis. I was like, please, just make it average. He was like, you get 2.3, you fat ginger bitch. And I was like, no! The only way I'm ever gonna own a home in this country is if I hire a hitman to kill my Nana. Nana doesn't like that joke. When she heard it, she told me she was gonna hire a hitman to kill me first. I picture on the phone the hitman's just like, what's his address? She's like, you mean license plate number? No, I love my Nana. She went to the hospital a few years back. Do you guys know those Life Alert necklaces? Okay, she didn't know it was a two-way communicator. You see where this is going? Yes. My Nana has fallen, cannot get up, right? She presses the button, she's like, help, someone, anyone, and all she hears is, Susan, everything is gonna be okay. And my Nana's like, God? I pictured a guy on the other end just like, no ma'am, my name's Muhammad. And she's like, no! I've eaten so much pork! No, when she was in the hospital, fun fact about my Nana, she hates dogs. Yep, you're all looking at me like that, bitch. No, she's a posh, older British woman, you know, so I think I got the good end of the spectrum. Like, she could have hated a lot more than dogs. And when she was in the hospital, the people sharing the room with her had a dog, right? When my dad went to visit, she sends my dad over. My dad goes, why do you guys have a dog in the hospital? And the lady goes, oh, this is my therapy dog. And my Nana goes, the fuck does it need therapy for? She thought the dog went to therapy. And she didn't give two shits. She's like, what, the dog's depressed? Put it down. Get it out of my room. I do think it's just easier to let her believe that the dog goes to therapy, though. Because what's the alternative for me? I look my Nana in the eye and I go, no. The dog is the therapist. She already hates them. The last thing she needs from me is that they're taking our jobs. Do we have any grandparents in the crowd tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it your grandpa? Oh, you clapped and pointed at him, so I didn't... Alright. So, you guys are grandparents. How old are your grandkids?
Well, we have several, so we have 5. They're all the way from 15 down to 7.
Damn. How do you live on weekends?
They're in a different city.
Oh, they live in a different city? That's by choice. You moved. As soon as they had the 5th kid, you're like, there's no more 3 babysitters, all right?
Do that.
Hell yeah. All right, this song is for you guys. It's about how grandparents still fuck. Okay. Your grandma has a secret, and you know she wants to keep it. And Nana's not so innocent, no. But her and Grandpa still get intimate. Whoa, Nana went to bed early, not to sleep. Grandma went to squeeze a different kind of cheek. Grandma on the bottom side, Grandpa above. There's a reason them cookies got so much love. She fell and she can't get up, but Granddad can. He took a Viagra. The way that Grandpa bangs her, he's the Werther's original gangster. And when Nana takes it, you know she takes it all. And when she's been through menopause and she needs no birth control. Oh, Grandma and Grandpa, this really seems so wrong, yeah. Turns out the COVID ain't the only thing that's long. Grandpa's okay, because they used to be hippies so dry. Need more baby oil than Diddy. Okay, all night. But from the bed to the floor, they needed energy, and that's why they eat dinner at 4. Her grandpa going down, Nana taking dicks. 69 at 96. Dementia, cause they all like Tyrannosaurus is, making even Nana forget where that clitoris is. You scream, this is not right, is this who she always was? You may not like it, but Grandpa sure does. And if they get you freaky, and they take a spill, yeah, well then I might just get that new house in the will. Thanks, guys. Cause even death has a bright side. Oh man. Yeah, there is a housing crisis in this country. I remember I used to walk Steph to work when we lived in the city, because, you know, Toronto, and I would bring my skateboard with me so I could just skateboard home faster. And one day I was going through an alley and I hit a curb as I turned into it, and I fell off the skateboard and I landed on my face. And I looked up and there was a homeless man taking a shit right in front of me. And he looked at me and he went, "Ha ha! What a loser!" Like again, and I wiped out, sure, but he didn't wipe at all. You know, I'm just happy I didn't fall in it and eat shit twice, you know? It doesn't help that most of our police force is on bicycles. You see the bike cops around? It doesn't make me feel safe. You know, to get away from a cop on a bicycle, all you need is like a car. Or a fence, even. Not to mention, the athletic ability required to be a police officer is a 5.4 on the beep test, which is a running test you do in high school gym class. For reference, I got a 7 at 300 pounds. He's not gonna catch me. And even if he does catch me, where's he gonna put me, right? He doesn't have a tandem bike. And even if he did, I'm not gonna fucking pedal also, what? I picture this cop pedaling up a tall hill, he's just like, "Evan, can you help?" I'm kicking my foot in his tire, he's like, "Fucking stop!" I kick his water bottle out, he's like, "There was Powerade in there!" I just hop off the back and run. He's like, wait, come, oh. He cleared the fence. There's no way we're gonna get him now. I do think firefighters are better than cops. I do. And the main reason for that is because, like, if you see a bunch of dead people around a firefighter, it's because the firefighter showed up late. They don't make firefighters wear body cameras. That's all I'm saying. No, my friend actually recently became a firefighter, and he posted a picture on Instagram of him shooting water at a house that is actively burning down in the background. Cool photo, you know? But my house burnt down, so I know from experience the family is looking at that like, my dog's still in there, you know? The thing that bothers me the most about this photo is who took the photo? Was it another fireman? Focused on photography's rule of 3 when my fucking dog died in the background? Or did he ask the family? Was he just like, stop shaking, there's not much house left. I'm so making the sexy calendar this year. Do you guys mind if I do some pictures for you? Alright, please be nice. I worked really hard on these. This is my mom. I'm a little more pale, but we look alike, yeah. This is an orphan's mom. Come on. No, guys, you notice I'm allowed to do that because I drew my dad on the next page. We all know this guy. We all know him. Here's him popping a wheelie. Yeah. Hell yeah. Here's him after being struck by a sudden miracle. And here's him popping a healy. Yeah. He's got his land legs. Yeah. Right after this, unfortunately, he rolled into the street and he was struck by an oncoming vehicle. And now we're back. Yeah. Goes full circle. Thank you. I noticed something fun about the hand signs. You know, they all kind of rhyme, if you think about it. You know, like we got the shock, we got the fucking Spock, right? We got the fucking rock, huh? You add another hand in there, and you get the cock hand sign. And what I like specifically about the cock hand sign is the female portion of the sign is giving consent. She's like, this is okay. And if you guys didn't like that consent joke, this is the gas station symbol. I'm only showing you this because I'm worried he's going to use his nozzle to kill himself. That's what happens when you buy electric. And this is my favorite sign. This is my favorite sign to see in a public place because if you stand near this sign long enough. I got one more for you guys. This is a Venn diagram. We party. There's a Venn diagram showing the similarities and differences between Snow and my family. Snow and my family are both white. Snow and my family are both extremely cold. I'd prefer to see both Snow and my family only on Christmas. And I think Snow and my family can completely ruin any vacation. Yes. But I think the differences between the two actually make Snow out to be a better choice. If you think about it, you know, like the snow is magic. magical snow. Snow never yells at me. Yeah. And snow has snowflakes. Beautiful, fun, unique snowflakes. Whereas my family yells all the time. They yell and they call me names like Snowflake. And worst of all, while snow knows to stay outside, my family enters my home. I'm not happy about it. And it's so much easier to get rid of snow, right? Just plow the snow. Don't plow your family. It won't get rid of them, it will only make more. And they'll look like this. Thanks, those are my pictures. As you could tell by the little inbred guy, I grew up in a small town. It's cool. I like being from a small town. There's a lot of stereotypes attached to being from a small town. Like, I found out Americans think that Canadian small towns are overrun with polar bears. Yeah, I always just reassure them that those are fat white people. Lots of white people, yeah. George is right, there's not many black people in Canadian small towns, you know what I mean? A black person in a Canadian small town is kind of like a dragon in a medieval village. You know, because I personally think both are so dope. But I know for a fact they would terrify the locals, yeah. They both also spit fire, so. It's a rap joke, yeah. Yeah, man. Growing up in a small town, I did learn that there's a problem with political correctness in this country. A lot of people will brag about how politically correct they are, and I think that's the opposite of what politically correct people do. So this song is about how I'm way more politically correct than all of those losers. Sorry the walks are so long. Hey, it's me, the whitest of saviors. No, I've been on my nicest behavior. I'm not a dick, never racist or sick, 'cause I know black guys have the biggest of... heart. You need a pretty big heart to pump blood to dicks that big. Okay. You're welcome, literally only my opener. Okay. I'm always super nice, on that you can depend. I'm nice to women, and I have one black friend. Me and the line never intersect. I'm politically correct. My name is Evan, and I'm a member of society. I'm teaching lessons, but I never teach them quietly, 'cause I'm a good guy. You can tell from this rap that I can't be racist. I want to be black. Yeah. So bad. My prejudices don't even exist. I just proved there's no way I'm racist. I'm an ally. Literally the best. I'm politically correct. You know, I'll always be correctly political, 'cause as a white guy, I must be is critical, so I'm a feminist. Women aren't to mess with. How could I hate something that I wanna have sex with? Feminism! I think women are people, and they aren't yours, and I think women are peaceful, and men start wars, and I think women are mothers who try their best, and I think moms are better because my dad left. Okay. I'm a cis white male and I'm nice to ladies, in the hopes they'll maybe date me. I killed sexism. Yeah, bigotry's next, I'm politically correct, okay. Maybe I'm not as politically correct as I thought. Maybe I'm not as racially adept as I ought to be. You say I don't try, but I'm trying my best, and like I said before, I have one black friend. We met at work, but it still counts. I love people how they are, and now I'm not a vulture. Still they tell me white people have no culture. They say I have less flavor than a plain chip if white people have no culture. Explain this. Sweet Caroline. Yeah. This song makes white people feel good. And this joke works every time. Unless I perform it in the hood. Okay. Thanks, guys. That problem definitely isn't helped by the fact that the richest person on the planet is, one of the richest people on the planet is a Nazi. And the fun part about that sentence is you don't know which one I'm talking about. It was Elon, you guessed it. It's okay. You guys saw the salute? Yeah? I shouldn't do. You saw the arm thing? Yeah. It took me by surprise, you know, because his claim to fame was an electric car company. It's pretty progressive for a Nazi, you know. Usually they prefer gas. Come on. I'm just saying, he's an openly autistic Nazi who prefers cars over trains. What? He was going bald too. Elon was going bald. Can you imagine what that would have done for the bald community? They have it hard enough. I actually wrote a song about it. This will be my last song. I just want to thank you guys so much for coming out to the show. My friend who I wrote this song about is actually right here. He's my bald friend, Eddie. So that's fun. That'll be fun. He's not a racist. He is just bald. So many mean names he has been called. He's not a white supremacist because of his bad genetics. He's not the racist, he's just bald. Look at that Nazi over there. Okay. Cause they cannot see any hair, it's gone. Being bald don't mean he's hateful. Just cause he looks Andrew Tateful don't mean he'll treat you unfair. And just cause you're not white don't mean that he don't wanna meet ya. He loves everyone in town. He just has alopecia. You think hatred is his answer, but that's only stage 4 cancer. His appearance may deceive ya. 'Cause he's not diabolical. He's just got no follicles left. He can't imprison you. He don't even got locks on his head. He's not a Klansman cause that would involve having friends. Sorry. He's just a bald guy in his 30s, pining for bigger rent. He's not mean, despite what you might assume. Yeah, when you get to know him, his scalp lights up the room. Don't think he's bald cause he hates blacks, Jews, and Latinos. I already said the bald head came from the chemo. There's no need to worry, he won't know what I said. He's got no hair to catch the jokes, they go right over his head. And now I realize stereotypes are lies, 'cause they're finally happening to white guys, no. Not me. Thank you guys. Have a great night.